Recording in progress.
Was this your first working? Hello, how are you all? Just give me your reaction quickly. Okay, very good. So guys, we can start now. I think everybody is here. So basically in today's session, what we are going to do, we are going to learn that how we can work with more than one pages, right? Yesterday, what we have learned, we have just learned that how you can work with edit text and button. This was just a revision of my previous project, which we have made calculator. Then we have made kinetic energy calculator. Now, in today's session, what we are going to make, we are going to learn that how we can work on more than one pages, right? Till now, in all the application, what we have just learned that, on a single page only you have learned that how you can just implement your design, how you can implement your backend. But today we are going to learn that how you can, move from one page to another page. What is intent? How many type of intent do we have? We have two type of implement intent. That is what we are going to learn. Which type of intent we will be using for moving from one page to another page, and how we can just go back to the previous page as well. That is what exactly we are going to learn. Are you excited for that? Guys, please give me your reaction. Okay, cool. So for that, what we have to do is we have to create a new project. You all are aware of that how you can create a new project. So let's just do that. So basically, I hope you are able to see my screen. And over here, before this, yeah, now everything is fine. Cool. So basically, I hope you all are able to see my screen. Is that fine? Cool. So here what we have to do is we have to create a new project. And for creating a new project, you all know that how to create a new project. You have to go to file. And where is my file? My file is over here. You have to go to new. Then you have to click on new project. Just click on this new project. And after creating a new project, what you have to do? From here onwards, you are going to use empty activity. I know this is now you can easily do without my screen, right? Over here, you have to do is you have to configure your project. How you can do that? You have to remove it. And over here, you have to take the name of your project. And what is the project name? Because we are going to learn to move from one page to another page. For this, basically, we have to what? You have to do like page, how you will type. Let me know how you will type. Obviously, you will type by your keyboard only. Okay, cool. So here you have to type page mover. Basically, we are going to create a project with the name page mover. On instead of that, we can just use like demo project over here. Now, this is what my package name. This would be unique for Play Store, and it will be automatically generated as per the name of the project. Save location, you know that, where you can just download your code, or you can just share this code with anybody else as well. Apart from that, you have something like called save languages. Languages will have two options. One is Java, second one is Kotlin, and basically these two language is used for backend development only. So we will be using Java. Apart from that, minimum SDK level would be different for each and every one device. In my system, it is like 4.1 Jelly Bean. It is totally dependent on how many API level you have downloaded the Android SDK. That is what it is dependent on. So in my case, it is 4.1 Jelly Bean. What is the rule of this? If I would ask you, what would be your answer? Your answer would be basically what application I'm going to make, it will at least work on this version. Below this, there is no guarantee, but at least it will work on Jelly Bean. And after all the latest version of Jelly Bean, like KitKat, Lollipop, Marshmallow, Nugget, Oreo, Pie, 10, 11, on that particular Android version, let me know how you will type. Correct? So let's just click on finish button. And after clicking on finish button, we will just wait. We will just wait for for all the necessary files which Ender Studio is going to create for my project. That is what we are going to wait. So you can see right now on this page mover demo project, on the left side, my loading is written over here. Why it is written? Because why it is written? Because of Gradle is building, right? And you can see on the bottom right side, Gradle build is running. That means all necessary files is going to generate right now. So we will just wait for it so that it can complete. And after that, we will just proceed further. Okay, fine. So here, what is the things you can see? We have backend file, which is main activity.java, and the first front-end file, which is activity underscore main.xml. You know that by default, you will get one page. That means one backend and one front end. Now I am saying that we have to work with more than one pages. So basically, for this project, I am not going to do much thing for this. What I will do is I will just have one button on the first page, then I will have second button on the second page, and I will just move from one page to another page and then move back to from that page to that page. Okay, that is what are my main intention. After that, if we will get time, then accordingly we will just do some more stuff over here. But basic agenda is basically that only, that how you can move from one page to another page, how you will have one more page, that means one more backend and one more front end, how you can work with intent. That is what the main agenda is. Okay, so first of all, we will complete this project. If after that we will have a time, then accordingly we will just work on some kind of things which we have already done, right? Or maybe that would be a homework as well. So let's just see. So basically, on my front end, what is the requirement? What I want is on my first front end file, like this, on this page, what I need is I need a button. Before generating a button, you know that you have to remove this hello world. For this, what I will do is I will just go to split mode. I will just remove this. That's it. Because we are in a continuation of project. So without breaking that continuation, we will be just removing this constant layout to linear layout. Okay. Then orientation OR vertical. Okay. Obviously, that is not the case for this project because we are going to have only one button. But because we were using it, and I don't want you to confuse, that is why I'm saying that we can just use it as well. That is not a problem. Otherwise, you know that orientation is basically for that particular purpose when you want all the components should be in vertical manner or in horizontal manner. Okay. If I choose vertical, that means all of the things what I will use, like in my previous projects, all edit text, text view button was in that particular vertical manner, right? So that is what we are going to use. Here, you have to put your cursor over here and then you will go to design and you can just take this button. Till now, we were just doing something like that only, right? But today is a third project, fourth project. So now I think we are ready to do in code itself directly without taking the button and then you will get the code. Now you are a pro level, you can just write a code as well, right? So how you will do this? You have to start a bracket. Obviously, that is totally up to you. If you are not feel comfortable by using code, you have an option. You can just go to design and can have a button. But right now, I am just going to tell that you can also use something like that. How? Put this bracket. You have to type button over here. And after typing, you can see Android Studio is basically your IDE, which is intelligent, and it will always allow you some predefined code. You can see over here as well, right? So whenever you are going to write a code as well, at that time as well, you do not have to type much thing. You only have to type small things. Only you just need to know that what is the syntax, how you will get this pop up. That is what you have to focus on. So basically, on button, we need layout width and height. Width, you know that this is, and height, this is. For this button, what I need is, I need wrap content, not match parent. I will need wrap content. And for hide as well, I will be using wrap content. Yesterday, I already told you that what is the meaning of wrap content and match parent, right? And I already told you that you cannot and you should not use hard coded value. Like you should not use 100 dB, 100 SP or something like that. Because of that, it won't work actually in your multiple devices. It won't work actually good in terms of responsiveness. So if you want to make your application should be good for different screen sizes, and that is the standard process. At that time, you should avoid as much as you can avoid hard coded value. That is what we are going to use ref content or match parent. Totally something like that. So ref content basically the size of my text which I am going to enter. So size of this button should be dependent on the size of the text. Okay. So how you are going to use text, not text color actually, text only. Okay. Over here, what you have to type, maybe go to second page. You can see now, as my text is going to increase, the size of the button is going to increase because of this wrap content. If I will make it like match parent, what it will take? It will take the full screen width. It will take the full screen width, right? So I don't need this. I just want to make it wrap content. Now, after doing this, what I need to close it like this. Now, almost my button is ready. Some kind of improvement which you need, obviously without ID, this button cannot be used, right? So you have to provide ID. How you will provide the ID? Just type I and you can see after typing I, you will be able to see this Android ID, click on it. And again, you are going to see this option, choose it. And then only you have to provide the ID name. Maybe in my case, I'm just going to provide button, go to second page. Is that fine? I can use it like this. Okay. Or if you say that I don't want like this, so you can also use something like that. That is totally up to you. Okay. Button, go to second page. This is what my ID, and go to second page is my text. I hope you are able to see this. You need this in center. You know that you have to use gravity, center, and that's it. Okay. So on my first page is white. We have this button on my front end, and for the timing, I'm going to make it like this only because this is not my main agenda. My main agenda is when I click on this button, I should move on second page, right? So let's just see the backend now. For the backend, first and foremost rule is basically you have to create the object for all the component which you have taken on your front end, right? How many component do we have on the front end? Anybody wants to tell? Yes, correct. So basically, we have option to create an object like this button because we have only one button. So we will be going to create an object like button. And after that, what we are going to do? Button, go to second page, something like that. Okay. Now, button, go to second page is equals to find view by ID. Where is my find view by ID? This one. R.id.id of that particular button. Why I'm going to do something like very speedily? Because I know that right now you are comfortable with this as well. Because right now you are going to understand this thing, that what is going on over here. Isn't it? Guys, give me some reaction quickly. Okay, good. So we got 28 thumbs up, only one clapping. Why so? Do some clapping here. Yes. So right now we are having like 13 clapping, 17, 26, 33. That's great, guys. We crossed like 40 only. I just thought it would be 50. Okay, no issue. Let's just go back. And over here, again, we are going to see that button go to second page is equal to something like that. After that, you know that you have to make a click event. How you will do the click event? Button go to second page dot set on click listener. Inside this, you know that what you have to type, small new control space view dot on click listener. And over here, wow, we got this on click method as a magic, right? Over here, what you have to type, that is main suspense, because you don't know this particular stuff, that what you'd have to type over here to go to second page, right? But before go to second page, you should have second page, right? Then only you will be reached there, obviously. So we have to create second page. And again, whenever I am saying second page, so if you remember in my first class, I told you, if you are going to create a page, every page will have one backend and one front end. And obviously, I told you again, this is not a correct statement, but for your understanding level, for the timing, you can consider it. Okay. So right now we are going to we are going to create one more page. That means we are going to create one more backend and one more front end. And for pages, right? In Android, for page, you can say activity. We are going to create activity. So whenever you consider, right, we are going to create a page, you can consider that we are going to create a activity. And for every activity, you have one backend and one front end. Is that fine? So now how you will do the things, okay? So right now it is really very easy in Android Studio. You do not have to do anything. You just, obviously you have to do something. You have to come over here inside in your Java folder, the first package name where your main activity is having, right? So just come over here. Please make sure you are going to have full focus on the screen right now. Okay. So over here, right click on it. And after right clicking on it, you will see new, right? Just go over here and go down, and you will able to see this activity. Yes. Click on this activity. And after that, you will be able to see this whole activity. If you closely see, this is basically nothing but all that activities which, when we created the project, at that time we were having some, from where we have choose empty activity, if you remember, right? Same thing, these all activities are that only. So we have to select this empty activity. Are you able to see this? First of all, you have to go to new, then activity, then empty activity, and voila. This is something similar, if you remember, right? What exactly it is? It is your activity name. That means this is your backend file name. If you want, you can change it as well. But for the timing, I am just letting it same, because of this only, you are going to easily understand that this is your second activity because of this two, right? That is what I'm not going to change the name. But whenever you are going to make a project like a commercial project, like at that time, obviously you would be having that particular project name, because at that time you will be having like more than 10 files, more than 50 files, or more than 30 files. At that time, it would really not make sense that you are going to create file like this 2, 3, 4 or something, because you will messed up. So basically, as per your own requirement, you can change the name. For the timing, I'm just making it main activity 2 only. And this is what my front end file, if you see, activity underscore main 2, right? After that, you do not have to select this launcher. Otherwise, if you select it, so when you open your application, this particular activity will be visible first, right? So we don't want this because it is my second page. So it should be visible after my first page. That is why I'm not going to select it. Okay. This is what the package name, that where you are going to create a project. This would be same. You do not have to do anything, and Java. So basically, you do not have to change anything over here. You have to just click on finish. Once you have done clicking on finish, then you will be able to see that in your Java folder, now there is one more file, which is main activity 2, right? And your Gradle project synchronization is in progress, and it is now progressed. If you see in your resource layout, we have two front end. One is this activity underscore main.xml, where we have one button, and second one is activity underscore main2.xml, which is blank for the time being. Same goes for, we have main activity 2.java as well, where nothing is happen for the time being. It is blank. But main activity.java, which is my first page, we have just generated something like that. Is there any problem till here? I hope no. Is that fine? You are done with creation of a new page as well. Guys, I need some reaction from your side quickly. Let's just see. Okay. So basically you guys like thumbs up mostly, because always thumbs up count is really high as compared to others. Okay, cool. Somebody is crying. Why? What happened, Akshal Sharma? Why you are crying? Okay, cool. So we can just go ahead. Over here, what we need is, we need to go to this second page. This is what my activity underscore main2.xml. And here again, I will be just going to split mode. And over here, because in my project, what I want is, I should have one button on my first page. When I click on that first page, I should move to second page. And on the second page as well, there should be one button. On click of that button only, I will be moving to first page again. That is what we are going to make. So for that, we have to make a button on my second page as well, right? So this is what my second page front end. And over here, I am going to create a button. You know that how you can create. First of all, let's just change it to linear layout. And for that, we have to change this as well. We have to provide some orientation, maybe vertical. And then we will be having like button. And over here, rep content, rep content. Then I need text. Text, maybe go to first page, right? Then we can just close it. We need ID as
Recording in progress.
For that, I have to show our emulator. For that, I have to show our emulator. I will be using this emulator. I will just see it will start running. I will just wait for it. You can see it is loading. It is